Hello, it's your homegirl, back again for another riveting Illuminati talk. I am your host. Hey, it's Aurora, that girl who likes to cosplay, bringing to you guys another Illuminati Talks video, and this one is on the subject of YouTubers, trending topics, and just your average everyday stuff you see. But before I begin, please don't forget to thumb up this video. Helps me a lot to know what you guys like to see on my channel, from conspiracy talks to makeup to outfits of the day to cosplay to hair, you name it, I love to do it. Come find me on my social media networks such as lady_frieza_cosplays over on InstaSlam, and then also too over on Facebook, same way it's spelled, down below. Yes, guys, woo! The topic is poppin', the topic is hot, Illuminati stuff, left to right Sunday, and guys, it is now a cultural phenomenon. Yes, before, guys, conspiracy talk and stuff like that used to be underground. It used to be, deep in the forums of the internet, and not a lot of people believed in it. But then we had your celebrities pushing it and everything of that nature, and now all of a sudden it is exploded into a cultural phenomenon that is the Illuminati and everything conspiracy. So hold on one second. Sippy, because I'm thirsty. I'm not asking for much, guys. 2 likes, not asking for much. Okay, let's hop into it. We all know the elites run Hollywood. Yes, there's a fraction of the government called the Illuminati that run Hollywood. They watch after what you see, what you listen to, from commercials to sports to news, everything. You basically have your 4 to 5 major figureheads, and underneath all of them are pretty much what you watch. Disney underneath one, Fox News hosts another one, sports another. Kids shows, Disney and Nickelodeon, another. So you have a major 4 to 5 figureheads that control what you watch. And they're a branch of the government. We have many other branches in the government today. We have Skull and Bone Society, which is strictly for presidents. We have Bohemian Grove, which is for the sickos of the world. Then we have, of course, the Illuminati. And we also have other divisions of that called K-pop, other brackets of this. When people think Illuminati is just, Hollywood-only entertainment, no. It is all over the globe. Every single country has their own version of it. However, what is very unique and very reoccurring of this is, pardon me for a second, guys, when you suck at breathing and you need your inhaler. Pardon me. My word. Hold on to that thought. Alrighty. Okay. Now we're good to go. So, every single country has some form of MK Ultra or some form of elite establishment pushing it. K-pop is just one that I go to directly because we have most information coming out from another country stating that these people are treated like slaves. They don't get paid a lot. They sing and dance until they break. No joke. They drop on the stage. And people still support this, knowing that their money is not going to pay towards the band. No, it is paid towards their production team, towards their managers. K-pop people who are actually, in the business, they're doing this for fame only. They go through intense training, rigorous. They go through a lot of the splintering, same thing Ultra, but on top of that, they have to look the same, they have to dance the same, sound the same, very uniform, very tailored. So K-pop, I have to say, go and look at that. If you want to learn anything about establishment-based subjects on Hollywood, go look at K-pop. And you can just type it in on Google, guys. Just type in K-pop, the horrors of K-pop, or the truth about K-pop, and it's going to pop up. And why are we allowed to see this? Because we are insiders looking in at somebody else's culture, and therefore there's a gray zone in that to where we can basically what's the word, judge them on their culture, per se. But they have all the same symbolisms that normal insiders of this Hollywood and United States make, which is this. We have this, the covering up of the eye. Is that the left eye? No, that's my right eye. Left eye. This stuff. All the same. They have the table jams, table and chairs. And why is this? Because Freemasonhood is all across the board. So before I get into that one, guys, so that's the branch off of the Illuminati. That is what we know today as that. Now, back in the 90s, this stuff was looked at as silly talk. You didn't really want to bring this up because people looked at you like you were funny. Now the elites have made it to where everyone is now pushing it. We have cartoon characters. What is that one? Is that one from, I don't know, somewhere? I can't quite remember the TV show. It has a TV little character that is a pyramid. We have that. We have our celebrities pushing in their concerts, believe in the Illuminati. We have Roseanne Barr coming out and saying, yeah, MK Ultra rules Hollywood. If you don't look into that, you got to look into that. All these things are starting to come out. And in my opinion, if you think that this was a joke, a Hollywood joke, that it's like, yo, we're in a secret club, the Illuminati, somebody of Hollywood is going to come out and slip up and say this, right? How come they don't? Because usually they don't. Oftentimes they don't. Isn't that coincidence? They often don't. But let's continue on. Now, before I get into the really hard-hitting stuff here, you have to understand the conspiracy talk that I run in particular. I look at two worlds. We have the realistic world where there is no Illuminati, nothing. It's all ha 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 ha. Crazy people thinking up some conspiracy stuff, too much free time on our hands, and we got the realistic world. Nothing's wrong. It is as it is in realistic land. Then we have conspiracy zone, and then in the gray zone is the connections in between. Similar? Make sense? Make sense? Yeah. You remember, guys, in this topic, from what I have seen, a lot of conspiracy theorists on my end will look only at the conspiracy side and not at the realistic side. So let's look at the realistic side for a second. Specific. The realistic side that I know of, we have MK Ultra, which was a CIA trauma-based, torture-based program that made people splinter inside of their mind, and their ultimate goal the CIA was trying to create was a figurehead where it was a puppet, where you can say and do anything you wanted, and this individual, dime of a hat would do it, and no logic, whatever, you can turn the puppet on and off. It was just a figurehead. But they found out by doing this that when they fractured people's minds, they splintered, thus creating alter egos, and in the most severe cases, such as Britney Spears' DID disorder. So MK Ultra, the torture-based program, is really dirty. And inside the subtext, they spun people upside down, hot and cold deprivation, sleep deprivation. Then you had sexual abuse. Then you had filleting of the skin with knives. You had them killing animals or killing something precious of theirs. Sexual abuse. All this stuff that Roseanne Barr did state MK Ultra rules Hollywood. So what does that mean? That all of your celebrities get this treatment so they can keep the secrets of Hollywood and the government, to the classic everyone, but they'll slip out and they'll tell you, give you hints about this in between. No one tends to listen. So my first ever restriction, I don't know, rule at 9 minutes something. Wow, Aurora, you crazy? Is that you have to understand that these are theories and we see a lot of gray zone connections. So if anyone is affected by these people that I am talking about, I love each one of these people I'm going to be discussing. I follow them. I am subscribed to their channels. Yeah, I'm a fan, but I have noticed particular stuff here that is kind of alarming, and yeah. So let's talk about it. So recently the internet blew up, and I do mean blew up, and I'm blown up in a big way, over the Shane Dawson conspiracy makeup palette. Now, Jeffree Star originally got his start on Facebook, and he was doing music. I remember him from some bands such as Hollywood Undead, rapping with certain people. He wasn't that great of a singer. He was okay. He did some really raunchy stuff. Go figure, they always do. So, and when I mean they, the elite who push them. They always do, the elite. And so we have that. And so when I first watched Shane Dawson's stuff with Jeffree Star, and then Jeffree Star dropping saying, hey, you can work in a collab with me and do a makeup drop the bomb palette. Wow, I knew instantly it was going to be a big phenomenon, because inside of Shane Dawson's own documentaries, he was talking about this. So I knew instantly it was going to be a big topic, because I think the elite now, and this is my opinion, guys, YouTube, in my opinion, was a big social experiment created by whoever it was. It was great for us to, get on here and to share, but if you think about it, the government, just by looking at YouTube, can gauge what we as the people want, and they can make us easily upset. They can, press on the hot topic buttons that are so usually harder to access, but because of YouTube, they made it more freely accessible. So now they can see it. So to me, YouTube was a big social experiment, and it has been, and it still is. That's why we're getting so much, we're getting the government right now doing the 1%, and everyone who is on the outside of that government bubble's like, what are you doing? Some people good, some people, most majority no right now in America is like, no, 30% do not like Trump right now. Less. That is it. So he's doing the 1%. It doesn't make sense. Why is that? YouTube was a big social experiment. Now they can gauge what we want, what we understand, what we think, and what we talk about, and now the censorship card, guys, is up. So, getting back to what I was saying, Shane Dawson releasing this cosmetic palette, this conspiracy palette. As I stated before in the beginning of the live stream, guys, they have made it to where the Illuminati is now a cultural, in America, a cultural phenomenon. We got people making makeup. We have images about it. We have makeup names about it and stuff like that. People are craving this conspiracy stuff, and they made it to where we can do this now. But however, with the guidelines that they're making it with the censorship card, you can't talk about certain celebrities. I can't talk about Die Artward. There's no way, unless I actually have to go about certain copyright stuff, there's no way I can talk about her without getting slapped with a copyright infringement. It is what it is. But with people like Lizzo, Will Smith, and everything, I can talk about them till the cows come home. For anyone wondering about the race card and that they're pushing, no one's catching up on this. Yo, YouTube, if you're watching me, change it up. Make it to where all celebrities are, Yeah. So now it's a cultural phenomenon. I have heard people calling Shane Dawson a shill for selling out to the industry. Now, me as a YouTuber, and not a big one, I am no means, popular on this bitch. People don't like me, and I understand that because I can barely stand myself. Got that good. But because he is linked with Jeffree Star, and Jeffree Star was first starting out with music, you have to look at where the person started their career. Music. And he was talking about sucking dick. Two fingers in my mouth, 2 fingers in your mother. That kind of music, okay? And it was like, woo, ugh. Back then people were like, you to it, and now everyone's like, woohoo, to it. Because why? Over centuries now, and I don't mean centuries, when I mean centuries, haha, I mean like a course of 10, 20 years or so, music has changed to where, you couldn't say heck on a video game. Oh my God, hell on a video game from DK Donkey Kong in the 90s. Up until now, yeah, Jeffree Star started in music, so I have to look at where he started from. And since he was making the 2 fingers in my mouth, 2 fingers in your mother comment, and a whole bunch of Illuminati symbolism such as this, you go back and look at his music videos, they're still on today. Jeffree Star did not start in makeup. I don't know where he got that. When I heard an interview with him stating I started in makeup, I'm like, you were on Facebook, shopping at Walmart, rapping, What are you talking about? But whatever, people tend to forget. But remember, younger generations who are into the conspiracy talk as like, funny talk, they don't understand that because the elites are racist, and I did state this in the prior live stream because they blocked me on one of them, for die aren't word. Sorry, not to any of my followers. I love you. Because of that, and because I'm looking at where Jeffree Star come from, I'm questioning Shane Dawson as of right now. I always question Shane Dawson. Why? I think honestly he's funny, he's great. Now if anyone states the I hate to say this agenda, homosexual agenda, I am a bisexual. Don't bring that topic up with me. Don't. Do not. Don't do it. We can talk about the Baphomet 24/7 of the day. But yeah, you have to understand where I come from this. So I am in the LBGT community. I am. Sorry, but I have to pop my ear in and out and hear it. So with Shane Dawson, if I found it interesting that he was not known for makeup. Not. Now Shane Dawson, from what I understand, from what I heard from other YouTubers who have met him, he is a nice individual. But we don't know behind closed doors. I do rituals behind closed doors with fairy stuff that no one sees. My freaking fiance just saw me for the first time out of a year do a ritual in front of him. And he's like, that was cute. When'd you do that? And I'm like, all my life. So people don't tend to understand that in private you can do these things. And you really can. All it takes is a closed door and a lock. And then yourself. So I found it interesting that Shane Dawson made a makeup palette when he was not known for doing makeup tutorials. What he was known for doing was dressing up as a girl and doing skits. Now, what people don't understand, coming as a theater major here, back in the Shakespearean time, women were not allowed to be on stage. Women were not allowed to run. You were not allowed to show the bosoms. You were not allowed to do certain things. You're not allowed to question your husband, any of that nature. So women were naturally not allowed to be on stage. So most stuff done was from, you know who, men. That's kind of common. That up until when? 19-something, I think? I can't remember when, because there was an actual law in the 1800s that permitted women from going on stage. You could get arrested and locked in prison. So yeah, fun stuff in the 1800s for women. Not really. So I find it interesting, as I'm going to state, that he was known for doing skits. And when I mean skits, guys, he would what can I compare this to? What was one of his skits? He dressed up as a woman, and a lot of people forget that he portrayed like a white woman pretending to be black. Like, many people forget that Shane Dawson did this. And I'm like, his skits are still up. With one eyebrow and, oh girl, you know what I'm talking about, okay, like that kind of portrayal. And then he was doing this kind of stuff like, oh, you want me to do it? The only makeup tutorial I saw was him doing it in the character saying, I don't know why y'all want me to do this, but, well, it looks like a doggy dick, roof, 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 ha, ha, that's just me. So you just want to make a circle and go around like this, that kind of thing. So why is he making makeup? He's not like Jeffree Star, to where, I found it really interesting when Jeffree made that comment. I was like, why is this? Back in the 90s, you weren't supposed to talk about this because you were looked at as Lulu Bin, crazy. Jeffree Star is looking at it as dollar sign, chingity, chingity, dollar sign. And Jeffree Star will use other YouTubers to get ahead, and he has done it repeatedly. He's known for it. So if you're a Jeffree Star fan, I'm a Jeffree Star fan too, homie. But, however, knowing how fishy Jeffree Star has been in the makeup industry, knowing how he will take down someone like that, he will cancel you in private. That is how discreet this motherfucker is. He has like he has people on standby, lawyers, you know, anyone who drags him. But he has been known in the makeup community for doing some underhanded shit. And then we have him calling another person the N-word running down the street. Stupid beep, I'll cut you beep. And this is back from MySpace days. Everyone don't want to support a racist, right? Why are we supporting Jeffree Star as of right now? He said he repented for that. Sometimes I really question if people do change. I really do question it. And why do I say this? When people get heated, sometimes it slips. So I don't even know for that case. He could have, you know, I don't give it to him. You know, he could. I'll give it to him. He could have, you know, said, you know, sorry for that. But it's just interesting how people will support it. So I'm like, cool, okay, whatever. But Shane Dawson making a makeup palette, and I looked at the colors, guys. The colors are popping. They're cute. He has pig dust, Cheeto dust, stuff specifically linked, and I hate to say this, to his brand. I think YouTubers shouldn't be made into a brand, but that's, my thinking is not law, and my thinking is not the way the world works. So he's making it lucrative, and Jeffree Star is very smart to where he sees dollar signs. Ching ching, he's gonna get on that topic. And because he knows he's a big inspiration and a big thing in the makeup industry, he's gonna pull in his friend Shane. And because it's equally the Illuminati topic that's become the cultural phenomenon, now the people that run Hollywood, the government portion of it, Big Brother government, can now officially come out and just make the jokes. We got cartoon characters now. We got jokes about the Illuminati from people, all this stuff. So now it's become a cultural phenomenon where people want to talk about it. People want it exposed. Every single thing now is a conspiracy theory in adversion to what it was in the 90s. So I found it very interesting that Shane Dawson even made a makeup palette when he wasn't made for makeup, wasn't known for makeup, and now he has a makeup palette. Okay, I guess I can be a heart surgeon and never had training in knowing what a heart surgeon is. Anyone could become president, because let's be honest, who was it that was the first actor president? Who was that? Kennedy? Was it Kennedy? I can't remember. There was some point in history where if you would have been laughed at if you were an actor trying to run for president, because people looked at you like, you don't know politica stuff. Why are you running? We need someone who knows the job. Now we have people, it's like anything's a free bird now, even if you don't know the job. Difference between Hezbollah and Hezbollah? Someone didn't know that. And it wasn't me. Someone who's running the bitch. Sorry if you like him. I'm not a fan. He has played a lot of this symbolism. A lot of the symbolisms he has done. Don't ever think your politicas, are safe. And with today's heat attention, So now we have the Shane Dawson palette. I wish I could get it. It looks heavy duty, good quality packaging and all that stuff. The colors look great. Where it's become a cultural phenomenon now, I'm kind of like, ha 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 ha, that's funny. I want to know the conspiracy behind Jeffree. Like, what? There's no really a conspiracy behind him, guys. Honestly, in my opinion, if there is a conspiracy towards somebody, how the elite choose them is based on their looks, on their style, and if they can easily pull the person in. And they can do it through, I've heard through multiple interviews. My experiences was from real people talking to me, like face to face, and I'm like, okay, either you are mentally crazy, possibility, did go through this, possibility, and one of them is a Hollywood insider, so I was like, and now you ain't talking to me because now you are in the actual elite. That kind of stuff. So my instinct with the topic is where I thought it was a joke and a creepypasta topic is now manifesting into like people's personal experiences and even my experiences to where I'm like, what the frick is going on here? It just opened my eyes to multiple subjects. So, with Jeffree, I believe that they liked him. And like I said, guys, his song style was 2 fingers in your mouth, or my mouth, 2 fingers in your mother, that kind of stuff. Because he has been known to actually be one of the first celebrities to come out and talk about having threesomes in bed. He has been known on Shane Dawson's interview on the same topic. I think it was the 2nd episode before they discussed going into Jeffree's makeup area and, you know, all that stuff, showing the access stuff of how the makeup was made. They were talking about why his bed was so big, and they said, well, on the down low, you know, we do have threesomes, but we never have it in our bed. And I have never heard a celebrity talk about that openly, considering that is a very big, still big, taboo subject nowadays. People can talk about it, but now, I don't know, like, I haven't been on TV so much to hear if people have been having threesomes recently. But, you know, what were the programs? I Love New York. What's the other one? Flavor of Love. All these, that one with the country rap, or not rapper, country dude, beautiful long hair, cutie. Something like that, Country Boy of Love, I don't even know. All these things, we looked at it like, what the heck are you doing having threesomes on TV, all this stuff? And here's Jeffree Star talking about it openly. He's the first celebrity to really come out and talk about this. And no shame in this. Saying, yeah, we do. But there's a reason why my bag's so big. Hey, don't you like it? Interesting. So we can see now that even through YouTube, the elite can test the waters to see where we're going with this. Is everyone cool with the threesome topic? I have never heard no one even clocked Jeffree for that. I'm like, wow, if we were in the 90s, that would have been all over tabloids. All over. You couldn't even mention that. So I think, honestly, from his music stuff, the elite liked him, and now he's being pushed. He's into makeup. Now he's known for makeup, but he started at Jeffree in music, and people tend to forget he said the N-word. And he does a lot of shady shit. If you just type in on YouTube shady Jeffree Star stuff, boom. There's a whole bunch of videos, and I don't even talk about it. A whole bunch of videos, and there's many of them. He has even come forward and said, stop talking about me. So he is big in Ching Ching De Niro. Look at his house. Look at his empire he's built. Yeah. Mama can see. Mama can see. You definitely... But with the Shane thing, interesting. But they have made it. They're testing the waters now, in my opinion. It's now a cultural phenomenon, and now they can come out and openly talk about it. If you look at trending, your trending songs are so in your face with subliminal messages now. Before, back in the 90s, it's hard to pinpoint. Now it's in your face. They have made it to where it's okay and room to go. People are wanting this, and they know, and they're going to give it to you. And now it's become a lucrative business, but they only want the people making money who they want talking about it. Does that make sense? Hence why many YouTube conspiracy channels are dropping or getting strikes for stupid reasons. All this stuff, if you're not someone the elite have said on the checklist of go ahead and let them talk about conspiracies. But don't let them give you a watered down version. They don't give you an hour-long stream of someone talking and going really in-depth. They want a 5-minute fluff piece like on the news so you don't catch on. And that's what they're going for. They don't want people like me coming on. So, yeah. If you disagree with that, I'm sorry, but go ahead and look up YouTube's guidelines. Go ahead and look up people in conspiracy talks. And just check out the words when you type in conspiracy, and Shane Dawson pops right up and not anyone else. They're not pushing anyone else. Just Shane Dawson. Look at that one. So I find it interesting. You know, let them do that as they will. But now let's get into Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas, guys, for those of you who do not know, she's been on YouTube as Blonde Sundoll, something for a long time. I followed her for the longest time because I first followed her for the hauls that she used to do. And through following her, I found out that she has been on numerous TV shows. She has been on My Strange Addiction. She has been on what is that one? America's Got Talent. Didn't make it. She's been on, in Eminem's music video. And very recently, guys, well, not recently, ever since the YouTube guidelines have been changing, I have noticed personally that Trisha Paytas has been getting into music, but she has also been doing some stuff that I wouldn't do, the Patreon accounts, the showing the oobs and everything for money. I wouldn't do that. And then now we're getting videos popping up from her past of her saying, I'm a chicken nugget. I'm this, I'm that. Now, in reality world, she, could have tapped into something that many people don't, which is they become a method actor and they blur the lines between reality and TV. For instance, she was saying in an interview that she was talking with somebody at a table, and even Shane asked her, like, who are you talking to? Who's your girl? Who's your boyfriend? Oh, no one. I was just making it up just for views. People will do this. So when I see her doing this and I see all these weird skits, such as the David S. Pumpkin one that we have seen her dance in. We're seeing a lot of this stuff, but what am I thinking in conspiracy-wise? She's now getting into music, and she has already had trauma in her life. Now, keep in mind, here's the big red disclaimer. This is conspiracy talk. This does not mean it's the truth. So if she's watching me, hey girl, what up? I'm not speaking the truth about you. You could laugh at this topic and be done with it or whatever. But for the most part, guys, in conspiracy land, when you get into the Hollywoods, they're going to MK Ultra you. They're going to zap your brain out, and then we get odd behavior. We have her sitting down crying about something in her kitchen, blah, blah, this and that. Now, she's made that to where on her kitchen floor, she's made that to where it's her thing. And that, the hot mess thing, I'm just questioning if she is going under MK Ultra, because she's showing some signs of trauma. She's going through the ringer right now, and she looks great. They're getting her, has personal trainers. She's tan, beautiful, fit. But looking at the rituals that they will have them do, humiliation rituals for Freemasonhood aspect, to show that they are wanting to be in the elite or to be in that particular club, you have to go through rituals. So I'm questioning if she does have it, because I've seen all these splinters in two personalities, and many people have alter egos, and that's what happens. Now, guys, I have to make the difference between what is an alter ego versus a personality. An alter ego is me. I have my realistic name outside of YouTube, and then on YouTube it's Aurora. Spelled incorrectly, because why? I was on YouTube back when you couldn't have the same name as somebody else, and Aurora Moon was taken. So I'm not going to have Aurora 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a million. I spelled it my way, and then 619 originally. Then I changed it to, hey, it's Aurora, kept the same correct spelling. I'm just wondering, like I said, guys, as I went off on a tangent, I'm wondering if she is getting MK'd. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, what else? Iggy's new music video. I watched Iggy's new music video, and to me, it's all about MK Ultra. We have the classic signs, guys, for splintered personalities. Now, if you haven't watched my Illuminati talks, go ahead and rewatch it. There's a playlist that I have on my page. You can subscribe for more. And I've addressed alter egos and altered personalities. What I was getting at with there we go, on the topic of alter ego, is that the person is aware of it. Like Nicki Minaj talks about Roman and Roman's mother. And then Britney Spears had another one, and Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. You basically know your alter ego. You know it's another form of you. It's a character or a role you play, but you know it's ultimately not you. A character or personality change, such as Britney Spears with DID, is the real you steps back, and then the alter personality steps forward to protect you. And then when it goes away, you step in. You lose track of time, and you are ultimately unaware that the transformation has even taken place. That is the difference between alter ego and DID. Britney Spears has DID from horrible trauma. Horrible, and that is what it is from. DID is splintered from horrible trauma. So that is what it is. So Trisha Paytas, when I saw her doing her singing, she wasn't really that good. Now auto-tune's a thing and anyone can use it. It's just, for me, guys, for YouTubers especially, it's interesting to see who they are pushing and how certain YouTubers can get away with certain things. But I'm also finding that it's like a test for us, for YouTubers. Like, how far are you willing to go to be on YouTube TV? How far are you willing to go to be on anything, any platform? I'm not for that. You know, if people don't like me, that's cool. If people like me, that's also cool. But for the most part, like, I believe YouTubers shouldn't be a brand, but everything's now a brand. They've made this to where this is what it is. And because it's a cultural phenomenon, you're going to get people coming out now and doing weird satanic stuff in music videos. No one's going to question it and be fine with it. That's pretty much it. But if you're looking from an outsider's perspective from the 90s, and you're looking at people like, what is her name? Danielle Bregoli. And now she's the rapper Bad Baby. And she has a splintered personality, and she's staying with rappers who are in the industry, who are in the cutthroats business. You can see it coming, guys, from a mile away. And people where they think this is a conspiracy and this is ha-ha, no, real life events, there is some horrible stuff that goes down in this world. And recently I was opened up to it, and it's like, whoa. So this is what it is. And because we're in censorship and people, they have people's emotions with a dime of a button like that. It's crazy. So with YouTubers, do I feel that Trisha's in on it? No, I personally feel she has her own thing, but she might be going through MK Ultra. That's classic, especially if she's in the music business and she has a lot of following. I feel that the YouTubers that have a lot of following, guys, they're going to be the ones who are going to be scrambling. And a lot of YouTubers, my friend Reckless Eating, they were scrambling until they made a Patreon. My friend, she was struggling for a point until she canceled. She just said, I'm putting it on private, screw it, whatever. They're going to cancel me anyway. Then I have other friends who do toy channels who just said, I'm giving up, and I'm on creator burnout. So guys, there's numerous things going on in this, but they are going to push the people who really want, who they want to push. And even one of my toy channels that I watch has a big old honkin' pyramid on it. So it's just sad that I'm seeing YouTubers go to the extremes to keep their following, to keep their money that they're entitled, that they worked hard to build, because YouTube has now made it to where we're not making it monitored anymore for stupid reasons. So now we got people like Trisha Paytas doing bizarre, really horrible, questionable bullshit. And it's sad. It's really sad that these big YouTubers, that they have this happen to them. But this is what the world that we're in now, and they're making that. They want that. So they want to see how far you're going to be. They want to see how far you want to be pushed. So you can, do your thing and make your money and stuff. But yeah, that's just what I've been noticing, guys. And Iggy's, to go back on that, Iggy's new music video, that was like in your face. We have the splintered fractures. They are both in blonde wigs. I know it's another person too rapping with her. They made her look identical. Take a look at it. The splintered personalities, they look the same. They're being fed pills. And then we have, I believe it was another black and white checkerboard floor and different. It's just another MK Ultra video. They do ha-has in your face. So you basically just think that anyone talking about the topic is making it up. But in all honesty, we can see it. It's there. So, okay, guys, that is it. Thank you for watching me. Love you. Love you, girl. Stay vigilant. Watch out. Sippy, sippy. YouTube, wow, they're pushing it now. It's now freely out there. Freely out there, people. Freely out there for people to go like this. just freely out there. It's now a cultural phenomenon, so just pay attention to it. If you know what to look for, you shall be fine. But in Iggy's new music video, yeah, it's all about MK Ultra, baby. The fractured personalities. We got the black and white checkerboard floor. Oh, the hair and the hat color. I didn't state that. We have the purple, stronger personalities. Anyone with the purple hair is instantly stronger personality. And then you have the weaker one being pink. But in that music video, they presented it as red. So with the black and white checkerboard floor, then the red and the purple, everything, it is so in your face. They have them throwing up the devil horns. Yeah, because it's now a cultural phenomenon, as I stated. And Shane Dawson came out with the palette. It is now to where it's lucrative business. And they can now freely do this in your face. It is no more hidden in the 90s. Now it is in your face. Now keep and watch for it. Okay? And watch out. I am concerned about Trisha Paytas. You know, she in reality could be doing a lucrative business here and blurring the lines between reality and method acting. But in many of her other videos, the chicken nugget video, the one where she's sitting there paced, just like crying, then she stops and she just rocks. I question if those are real, because, or you know, if I do think they are real, obviously. But is she playing them up? I don't know. She's rocking back and forward, and you can see the splinter. There's something, the look is gone. And I'm wondering because, like I said, she is now in music. That's how it happens. So, it's sad. I'm concerned about her because she did have a lot of fallouts with friends and boyfriends and everything, and now she's in the music, and now we're getting tanned, and I'm going to come back to her David S. Pumpkin. What was she wearing? She was wearing a leopard thong. If you know MK Ultra and the staple symbols, you have to click on my other Illuminati live streams. This is not one that I'm going to go in depth with it. I believe it was the second one, first one, or third. One of those ones I went into more depth on this one. But that is one of the staple pieces, their uniform for being a sex beta kitten. And which is basically a high-paid prostitute. That's all it is. Then you have your presidential level, which is another high-paid one. Then you have diamond in the mouth, the queen. Or sorry, presidential level is diamond in the mouth. That is the presidential level. The next is king and queen status. Then you got goddess, which is Beyonce, Rihanna, and who else? Somebody else. I forgot who else, but I know Rihanna and Beyonce are in that category. But yeah, Trisha Paytas was wearing the little thong when doing her David S. Pumpkins. Now, I question how I am getting blocked on YouTube for not even for doing a sound bit of pills going into a teacup, and she can, you know, be in her bra and panties dancing stupid. This is where I question, either she's doing rituals to humiliate herself to bump it up there, because remember guys, there's no such thing as bad publicity. There's always good publicity and bad, but it's mostly always you want that publicity to go to you. So that's why she's doing all these funny things, because of the guidelines. That's what I feel. And she has a separate Patreon. Everyone's doing that. The dirty Patreons. Now, people don't know Patreon is going to be cutting off those dirty lewd nudes. So I don't know what they're going to do next. All these YouTubers who do this kind of stuff for that kind of functional money and to keep their YouTube pages up. Come on, little thingy, get in. No. Dang it. I have a little turtle on my thing here, and it kind of keeps the plug from going into my phone. Especially on the cradle. Cradle, thumb up if you guys watch. There we go. If you guys watch my recent video on Suburban, that one was really fun. But yeah, for the most part, guys, do I believe some YouTubers are in on it? Yes. Do I believe that some of them are in on it but don't know that they're in on it? Yes, from the way that they're pushed. And with Trisha Paytas, with that classic, that leopard print thong, and then at the end of the video of David S. Pumpkins, where she's like, any questions? Her eyes were just gone. So either it's drugs, alter ego, mental illness, Or reality world, she's made a lucrative business and she's getting more money because she has something coming up, and that's usually what she does too. So I find it interesting that YouTube is kind of like, we have takedown channels, we have um, gossip channels, all these kind of things, but yet we as people can't talk about conspiracy. That is a hot cup of steaming BS. Hot steaming cup of it. And then we have people who don't even talk about conspiracies getting clocked for stupid stuff, for opening up toys or sound bites or something like that in their music video. Yeah. Interesting, YouTube. All I'm saying. Now, who else can I talk about? We had Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson. We had Trisha Paytas. We had Iggy and her new music video, which to me is just the whole entire MK Ultra in your face. They always did it. Pink did it with "You're Just Like a Pill." Instead of making me better, you're making me ill. She had that kind of same thing. A lot of celebrities make this kind of song, so it's pretty much the same old stuff. It's just getting more grosser as it goes along. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. Like, I don't know who else I can talk about. There's so many. Oh, Poppy, that's another one. Poppy recently did like another one where she was like all dressed in white and she was, doing some satanic stuff. Yeah, like I said, guys, they're in your face. They can come out now and do it. She's another one, Poppy, that strange little girl. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy. And she always says things like, they programmed me to do this. They programmed me to do this. That kind of stuff. So either she's another method actor or, pushing the agenda. She's found the lucrative business, but she's always been that weird. So she could be a product of something. We don't know. But yeah, Poppy is another one who is doing the more satanic stuff. Her new music video is more in your face dirty. And it's like, I understand these kids who watch this strange stuff is now growing up and they have to follow the generation and the trends that that generation is following. But because of the guidelines and because of how it's now, the elite have made the Illuminati stuff in your face, satanicness can go like, woo! And it can go, you can do whatever now. But however, us as conspiracy don't talk about it. Yeah, it's some BS. Hot steaming cup of BS. So she's another one that is pinging me on the radar, especially after I heard interviews of her saying, they programmed me. They do this. Now, like I said, Realistic Land, she could just be a method actor and she'd caught on to this real quick. Illuminati Land, we have a few connections from her that it's like, what? What? So yeah, Trisha Paytas, Poppy, Shane Dawson, Jeffree. I know a lot of people like these individuals. I like them too, so don't come at me. But this is what other people have been saying. And from what I've been hearing, I just find it interesting that Shane Dawson made a makeup palette when he is not known for makeup. Jeffree Star does fishy-wishy stuff, so let's see. I hope nothing goes wrong with that palette, but I'm waiting to see and hear other drama linked with that. And keep in mind, Jeffree Star knows Trisha Paytas, and Trisha Paytas knows Shane. And Shane pretty much knows a lot of people, but Shane does conspiracy stuff, but no real conspiracy theorist would want to push stuff with the elite symbols such as the pyramid on them. Why? Because if you're really serious about the conspiracy talk and you really look into it, martial law gets called, you die, people die. The government does shady, underhanded stuff to its own people in experiments, water, food, you name it. Shane doesn't talk about these things. They don't. Why is that? Because they're giving you a watered down version. They're pushing him because of that reason, I think. Reality Land, he could just be another popular YouTuber. I like him. I've been subscribed to him since he first opened his channel. I've been subscribed. I just noticed the differences in how he has made it to the starting point to the middle to now. Certain little leaps and bounds, and I know he could be an opportunist. All of them are. but they all know each other. So I'm seeing the same thing, kind of like as the elites and insider Hollywoods, we have insider YouTube access. Shane is a YouTube insider. Who is another one? Sanders something. He does a what is it? Gossip channel or whatever it is, spill the tea channel. He's in on it. Trisha in on it. Jeffrey in on it. A lot of top, or Adam the Woo is another one. You have to understand that even on YouTube you have your elites and people who everyone knows about. But I do question who they're pushing now. Like I said before in my past Illuminati talks, you got to go look at them, guys. I got 7 up. If I'm up, I'm not asking for a lot much, 2 likes. They're all in the YouTube Insider, which they've been to the YouTube. They actually have a YouTube headquarters. You can go in and make, videos and stuff. I don't know if it's accessible to anyone under 10,000 subscribers without a YouTube playlist button. I don't know. But it's interesting now. Poppy is being a little Satanist too, but they can do it. They're allowed to do this. So, yeah, guys. Have you noticed any other of your other YouTubers doing this complete switch? Have you noticed that many of your YouTubers, since the guidelines have changed, have now been doing some raunchy stuff, questionable stuff, to try to keep their following up? It sounds a lot like the Freemasonic Hollywood, only way more in-depth. They've made it to where they have gauged the public's opinion on YouTube based on what we post, what our opinions are, and who we like. And so they can pinpoint, okay, they like Poppy, we like Trisha, we like Shane, we like Jeffrey, we like, what's another one? Toy Channel, Froggy TV, or whatever it is. All these separate channels. And you have to understand that when you get paid sponsors, like in toy channels uniquely have the same format as makeup stuff. The PR list for makeup is that if Jeffrey was on Kylie's PR list at one point, until he said the upcoming brushes stuff that he didn't like them, and he got took off that pH whatever it is list. But you have to understand, with every YouTuber, and if you're paid for sponsors, they reach out to the highest viewed YouTubers. And then they'll give you a schedule like, okay, Jeffrey, we'll give you this free palette, this brush, plus this makeup, and you speak about on Monday, on this week, okay? So so we'll give that whole entire video time to focus and to circulate. They do it with another YouTuber for another week. That's why if you look at many YouTubers that are in makeup, toys, pushing a certain product, and you subscribe to a lot of them, you're going to notice they all do the same product review, but on separate weeks. That's because the PR list makes it to where they have to do that. They signed a contract. And yeah, when those guidelines are in your contract, you got to do it. So that is stuff behind closed doors that many YouTubers do not know about. But the PR list makes it that to where that is. So they're pushing it now. It's freely out there. But what is your guys' favorite topic on it? It just sucks for me, like I said. As I saw someone in the comments, the big elephant in the room is that we can't talk about conspiracy stuff, but the people who they pick, Shane, all the watered down versions of what they want you to hear, they're going to promote. They're not going to promote someone like me who knows about the topic really in depth to say, I'm not going to push a dang sock pop with your symbol on it because I know what you're doing. It's gross. You're going to kill innocent people. Why would you want to make money based on the fact that you're going to know this? If you really know the conspiracy, you know that they kill innocent people. They kill anyone to keep the game going. Why would you want to link your name to a conspiracy? Money. That's why I'm saying anyone who watches Shane Dawson for conspiracy, I'm raising my eyebrow to you going, no, don't watch him. I've watched his conspiracies. He gives you a watered down version, and he never rocks the boat when it comes to FEMA camps, to all this stuff. He'll put the ominous music over it, and then he'll say, and then you disappear. But many others say that blah blah. He doesn't go in depth. Many YouTubers don't want to. That's why I liked my friend Mary, because she literally went into 40 minutes here holding it up and spelled it out for you in detail. Like, you want to support this? Go around ahead. Now me, I like makeup, but I didn't buy this, you know. My friend did for me. But you support what you want to support. But personally me, I can see where it's becoming a business. The elite made it now a commodity. And they're picking people to talk about the subjects. And people like me, people like my friend, Black Child, who is another one? We have so many. Sage Wonder. IE Network? Him. We have people like me who are not getting pushed because we're going too much into the topic. And they don't want that. So yeah, that's my spiel, guys. Thumb up if you like it, not acting for much. 2 likes. And yeah, guys, what have you noticed? What is your favorite conspiracy talks? And yeah, what topic would you guys want me to cover next? Would you guys want me to cover FEMA camps next? I cannot talk about celebrities based on a particular fact that certain people, based on the color of their skin, will be protected, and certain celebrities will not. And I don't want to be pinged for being racist because I can't talk about everyone. Yeah. Can't. But if you guys want to learn about the topic, look at K-pop. K-pop, on the live stream they blocked on me, I went into K-pop in detail. And I might do that again for another topic on Illuminati talk, is K-pop in itself. Because they push the same stuff, the same symbolisms, the same, you know, all that jazz. But the way they go about it, and they're more vocal out here in America, saying that their people don't make money off it. They don't see a dime. They're living off of ramen noodle diet. They're performers. They collapse on stage due to exhaustion. No sleep. Then they have to have numerous regiments in training. And also, too, they have to look alike. It's a scary thing, K-pop, and I don't understand. Like, my cousins like it. I don't. I would never. I like the music until I found out how they treated the people. I don't support it no more. It's not okay. People will do horrible stuff for fame. And even on the Ellen show, that was in my clip that they blocked. I didn't get blocked for her. I got blocked for Die. But in the Ellen's clip, even Cardi B, you know, had to put something gross in her mouth. And that's just the common practice. Remember, guys, that was filmed on Halloween. That is a holiday for them, for Satanists in themselves. That's their own, you know, many religions celebrate that. Wicca and paganhood, not the same as Satanists, so don't ever think it is. Completely different. Yeah. They do that too. They celebrate All Hallows Eve. But it's interesting now. We are seeing so many different changes, and a few YouTubers are in on it, and you can pinpoint the ones that they like. Shane is one of them. I would not watch him for YouTube conspiracies. No. He doesn't go in depth. Sorry, if you're a fan of his conspiracy talk, he gives you a little taste, but you're not going in to the watering hole that is the topic. They don't want you to do that. And because my topics are being pushed to the bottom, if you go typing in on Google, you're going to get Shane Dawson. You're going to get ABC, Fox News. They made it to where their main people they are pushing, you're going to see. And anyone else like me, unless you're subscribed, is down below. And they don't want, we are on the outside safety bubble. They want us gone from that. That is their goal. So it's scary. Jesse Ventura, yeah, another, like, the thing is, guys, I was on the fence when it came to Alex Jones because he gave good stuff and then he started to push the elite. So many people called him a shill inside of the conspiracy circuit. I didn't like the fact that he was going to tell people go and interrogate the families in certain clips, and I'm like, yeah, it's a whole nother evil. Don't do that. So, yeah. They're going to push who they want. And so when I hear youngsters or anyone my age going, yeah, Shane Dawson's the key, the gold standard for conspiracies. No. No, 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 no. That's a watered down version you're listening to. And they're pushing that. And they made it to where he can talk about it, but me? Nope. YOLO. Can't do it, bitch. No, you gotta make that, you gotta be on our team. I'm not on that team. If we're picking teams, I'm not on that team. No. Okay, guys, there's my conspiracy. You have to watch me in the replays. I gotta go. It's going on 60 minutes. Your homegirl here is tired, and I have to go watch my fiance do a band taping. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Get to see the studio. So okay, guys, love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thumb up if you do like. If you don't like, I'm sorry. Maybe this wasn't for you. You can click on. I'll do an outfit of the day so you guys can see what I'm wearing before I go. Because, yeah, I did my makeup and fun stuff. But, yeah, this is the conspiracy talk, guys. If you have any persons, any YouTuber you want me to look at, anything of that nature, you can follow me on lady_Frieza_cosplays. That is where you're going to get in contact with me. Or on my Facebook fan page. That's it. So love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, to any of the YouTubers who I mentioned, I do love you guys. Don't kill me, please. Don't come for me. I'm a fan, but I have noticed some stuff. So, okay, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.